Hi, this is Adam Collingwood, Financial Traders Cafe. I'm going to show you a nice way to make some money. This is all part of the Albert Einstein Compound Interest Financial Trading Challenge. And as I'm doing that challenge, if you've not seen before, go back please and watch some of the other videos. I was challenged to grow a £2,000 account, so a very, very small account, into 5 and then 6 figures, and so I'm just tracking everything so you can just see the results of that. And as I'm going along, I'm just providing some training on some of the trades being made as part of that. And a lot of people want to know the best places regarding selling from support, or selling from resistance or buying from support. And of course there's lots of places, depends on what types of charts that you're using. I use ProRealTime, which I think is the best charting software out there. Works beautifully for me. I have everything set up on my screen as I want it. So I'm just going to show you in a few simple steps how I sold off resistance yesterday, and why it's also important to just have faith in your strategy system that you're working, and take those trades as soon as they come up, because if you miss them, you're just going to miss the opportunity just to bank a nice chunk of money. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. I've got some live trades running at the moment. Now what you're looking at is a daily chart of the DAX, and there's two things that I want you to see here. One is these two lines here, which you should be familiar with if you've traded before. The red one is a 200-day exponential moving average, and this is the blue one, 50-day exponential moving average. So what's happened with the DAX, just to go back and show you where it's been going, back on the 14th of June. In fact, if you see another video, you'll see I sold off there and made a lot of profit as it fell. It came down to touch support here at 12,177. Okay, and we've had that rally. So since 28th of June, we had another low test candle there, 2nd of July. So the price has rallied, and it's tested the 50-day and the 200-day EMAs. Okay, so that's the first thing to note there in terms of resistance. Okay, of course I have lines on the chart as well, key levels of horizontal resistance as well there, but what we're looking at here is these moving average. So that's the first thing. The second is Fibonacci. I don't talk a lot about Fibonacci, but I do look at it. And I want you to see why you should also use it on your chart sometimes. Now for me, the two major levels of resistance and support, one is up here, okay, which was at 13,172, and the other one is just down here, okay, at 12, which is the last level of support. You can see where it's tested. So I tried to break through, tested again, and it shot back up. So I'm using 12,177 and 13,172. Okay, so I've plotted on here on my chart the line here to here. Okay, because I want to see how much it retraces. So I know it's come up and touched the exponential moving average, but where are we at? Well, you can see I've plotted those two lines, and we can see 12,637, which is 38.2% on fib. Okay, which is up to this point here, and uncannily it's just where the moving averages are. Okay, so that's 1, moving averages, 2, Fibonacci 38.2. Of course, we, as traders, we'll use different levels. In my case, I'm using from there to here. Okay, so from there to here, it retraces again up to 38.2 from here. Okay, so hopefully you can follow that okay there. Now, yesterday, let's have a look at my trading diary and I'll show you where I sold. So I've got several trades open at the moment. Okay, so this is my trading diary, and this is Tuesday, 10th of July, so just yesterday. And you can see the entries here. I sold the DAX at 12,603 and another one here at 12,618. Okay, actually you can see where it was there, and then what I did is I amended the great thing about trading diaries, you can see where the entries were made, and then I went back and just amended to put stops in just in case. So on the one trade I had a 20 pip stop from 12,618 to 12,638, and on the other one 12,603, that was a 55 pip stop. But what I want to go into here is the risk reward ratios as well, which I like anything from 3 to 1 really upwards, 10 to 1 sometimes, especially if you're keeping a trade open for a day or two. I like big rewards for small risk. Okay, so you can see here where the stops were. So let's just go back to the chart again. Now, I didn't see any of this at all. Okay, now I did do screenshots, which is a bit annoying because I can't, the Snagit which I use for screenshots isn't working at the moment, so I'm having to just do this as it's happened. But this candle here for Tuesday was all green, so we had a big rally yesterday all the way up, so you can see that candle went all the way up to testing 12,641. Okay, so that was all green. What's happened is I've sold from here and it's all turned red, which is great because that's what we want to happen. So let's just see some of the shenanigans that does go on in the marketplace. Now, if you remember, I sold at this point here yesterday. Okay, so I was selling here. Now you can see that the DAX has been rallying hard and moving that very nicely, so it's swung all the way up to this 12,642 level, and this is where I was seeing it's now on that daily chart. It's touching the moving averages, fibs at 38.2, retracing from that low. So I'm looking to sell, and this is an hour chart, so I would have zoomed in to a 1 minute time frame and also a 10-second time frame to try and get the tightest entry possible. Okay, now if you remember my stop, let's go back and have a look at the trading diary. My stops were 12,638 and 12,658. So that's up here, and the reason was that you've got this great big line of resistance again at 12,642. So what I wanted to do is make sure I was only going to be risking a small amount of pips, just in case the DAX, decided to push through, and then I just close the trade because it becomes invalid. Now, bearing in mind Wall Street was open still, and the DAX had closed at 4:30 UK time. The market continued to just move sideways, and if you look at that candle here, this is 1 hour chart. So that candle, the 8 o'clock candle, it hit a high of 12,619. Okay, so all that time, so a few hours, I was still in a situation where, although I'd sold at those at 12,603 and 12,617, 12,619, I've still, it was running a risk that it potentially could continue to move up. Okay, I did feel very confident it was going to fall, but nothing's 100% guaranteed. So I just left the trades open. I had the stops in place. I was risking what I was prepared to lose in accordance with the trading rules, which is maximum of 2% of the trading account, which has moved up beautifully from the 2 now since the 1st of March when I started this. So I mean, a lot of the time, maximum risk is about 0.2% or 0.3% of the trading account. So I wasn't really risking a huge amount, and bearing in mind that these were only £2 per point trades, but still in line with the amount of risk that maximum amount of risk that I'm prepared to take with that trading account. So this is the 8 o'clock candle. Wall Street then shut, and lo and behold, 9 o'clock, people think that there's not much action when the markets close. Well, look at this. So as soon as Wall Street had closed, this candle here had just fallen. This is the 9 to 10 o'clock candle, okay, on the DAX. So this is all the action that happened during the night. Okay, I mean, look at this candle here. I mean, it's gone down to a low here of 12,452. Now, of course, I was aware that had fallen because I get an alert just to confirm when a price is at a certain level. So it alerted me to say it had gone to 12,570. I thought, great, it's on its way down now. And then overnight, you can see the 2 o'clock candle there. So these trades are all left open overnight. Okay, so you can see all 1 hour ones. Beautiful long candle there. This is all profit. This is all money. We could put pound signs in there. This is all money. Okay, which is great stuff. Okay, and look at this at the moment. And my target is 12,374, which is down here. Like, I got an alarm 12,377 to let me know. So since me selling up here yesterday being Tuesday, okay, it's now Wednesday, and it's gone all the way through pivot, all the way through support 1. I mean, I have these on my chart, but I look at them but I don't look at them like other traders. I've got other levels of resistance support on my chart. So clearly here, selling off support, okay, and selling off resistance and looking to take at a major level of support. Okay, so I've just kept these trades running. Okay, so there's some big movements at the moment because Wall Street's now open. The time is 2:47, okay, on Wednesday afternoon, and I'm wanting this to now hit my target of 12,374. Okay, so I'm now going to just show you those trades so you can see how much they're in profit. Okay, so this is the first trade. Okay, so if I go into edit, and that will show me the entry level. So opened at 12,618, so I sold at 12,618. Okay, and there's that stop level I said to you about before, 12,638. So let's just go back, and at the moment the buy price is 12,419. So I'm looking for about 12,374, that major level of support for it to test. Okay, so that should, if it hits target from 12,618, we're looking for 374. So we're looking there at 248 pips, something like that. Okay, for it to hit this 12,374. So you can see I'm looking, that's my target point because it's a major level of support. It might actually burst through that, but that's my target. Okay, 12,374, and that's why I've left the trade running. So let's have a look at the other one. Okay, so this is the other one where I sold at 12,603, so 16 pips lower than the other one that I sold at, so 12,603. This was the stop level, 12,620. So, you know, you look at the reward, the risk, massive. I mean, it's just, you know, that's, if it hits over 200 pips for a 20 pip. Actually, no, I moved that down this morning, so it was 26.53, and then I moved it again to 12.620 because I didn't want to, you know, I thought, well, I'm only going to risk 17 pips on this. So initially it was 50 pip risk, and then I remember I moved the stop down to 12.620. So the maximum risk then was the difference between 12.603 and 12.620, so only 17 pip risk there. Okay, so so if 12.603 hits my target here of 12.374, then we're looking 229 pips for that one. Okay, so that's not bad. Just a bit of trading there for recognizing when a price rallies and hits a certain level of resistance. There's other resistance and support lines on my charts, of course, which I've gone into before. These ones are moving averages, and of course this was the fib as well to Fibonacci, just to back things up, as well at the 38.2% level. Okay, now what I also did cheekily is just a short time ago I saw the DAX, it retraced to this level here. Okay, so just here, so it came down to what, 12,420. Okay, and then what I did is I waited for it to come back up to here. Okay, and then I was looking to sell off here, so that's what, 130. So let's look at the trading diary and let's just see that trade made as well. Yeah, so here's another one that I made. So I've got two £2 trades open, which are nearly 400 on each, and then we've got this one. Let's just show you the entry there. Was 12,478, and if we look at the trading diary, so this is Wednesday now, you'll see yeah, 12,478. Okay, so 1341, which is here. So at that point, 1341 here, I was selling the DAX. Okay, so I sold there, and then in anticipation for the price to drop to 12,374. So I was taking advantage of that rally as it just bounced up there. That's what we call a flipper trade. So I sold off there, as you can see, at, where is it? It's Tuesday. So I've gone back to Tuesday again. Sorry about that. It's Wednesday now. And yeah, there we are. So 1341, 12,478. That was sold from. Okay, just there. So you can see again, that's another level of resistance. So it comes all the way up, tries to break through, and then it resumes its phase 2 drop from there. So I didn't, rather than trying to sell as it was falling, I've already sold at the best possible time. I waited for it to bounce and then sell again. Okay, in that anticipation for it to come back to 12,374. Now, of course, if I do see a strong rally the other way, then I will bank the money. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to give that back. to the market, I will actually bank a minimum of once it crosses back up above here again, I would look to bank the money, because I can always sell again if I then start to see it selling off. But what I don't want is for it to really start to fly back up again. Now, all of this, if you read all the fundamentals out there, they're blaming what's going on with China and the slowdown in China. But it's an absolute nonsense. I mean, you can just see there, yes, there's always stuff happening in China, there's always stuff that's going on in America with Donald Trump coming out with all sorts of stuff that potentially could shake the markets, but they kind of just use all the FUD as reasons why the market's fallen. Well, you just use your technical analysis and you can just see there, oh, it's touched and moving out, but there's got to be a reason for it. Well, I kind of ignore that. I do note stuff that's going on in the world, but it's really what's going on in the chart, what's the price action, what it's doing, and that technical analysis there. Okay, so let's have a look at that 10-minute trade there. Yeah, so there you go. That open level was 12.478, and the current level is 12.418. So if that just dropped 12.374, that would be another 100 pips from just selling where just to explain to you where I sold there. Okay, so that's another 121 there. The other ones are probably around about well, the three selling at 12.603. We're getting on for nearly 200 pips if that drops to 12.400 on the other trade when I sold at 12.41. 12.619. That's already dropped by 200 pips. So this is such a great way to make a living. It really is. People just struggling to make ends meet. And bearing in mind this for other accounts, this is only actually I'm doing this as part of this challenge, this 2K challenge, and with empirical evidence of all trades made. I've got I've uploaded lots of videos on that, webinars on that, and in fact, if you want to, you can click on a link somewhere in this video and come on a webinar, and I'll show you all of what's actually happened, the trades made, and so on, and everything is repeated. It's the same thing. I go through all the risk rewards, what the winning trades, and then the tiny amount of losing trades also. So at the moment there's three trades running here on the DAX, which is at £2 each. Now, once the trading account, which started at 2,000, once that's up into the into the 20s, then that's where even bigger trade sizes will be made, because I'm not risking any more than 2%, but I'm then trading from an even bigger account. But for people who just want to make a couple of £1,000 a month, that this is how to do it, and you're not risking massive amounts of money here. This is trading with a small account. Okay, look at this. I mean, 12.397. But this is just training on making sure that you're taking trades on when they hit certain levels of resistance and support. That's how you'll make money. Look at that green candle. Go away. Come on, come back. Turn red again, please. Not phased at all. It's because you just see the shenanigans that go on. Hey, you've got a rally. No, I mean, in fact, I could potentially even look at selling again from 12.422, because this is another level of resistance here, 12.422. Might try and spike up through there, try and push through, and then come back. in its final phase of testing 12374. It's just weird with trading. Just the price just gravitates towards certain major levels of support and resistance, and if you've got the right ones on your chart, people don't have these on the chart, by the way. Okay, people do not have the right support and resistance levels. I've got lines everywhere on here. They all mean something to me. They all mean money to me, and and people just have the usual pivot, support 1, support 2, 3, resistance 1, 2, 3. It's nonsense. Everybody knows where those are. I have them on my chart, but really, they're not as important as other ones, okay, that I look at. Okay, and I look at ones in different time frames as well. Okay, so all I've got to say is that this is the daily one, daily chart. I sold here. This is all green yesterday, and even on some of the sites I saw, they were all saying, "Oh, buy the DAX, buy the DAX." I mean, what nonsense! I mean, they're just losing people money by giving ridiculous signals like that. There were signals, buy signals here. There were buy signals that I was seeing. Why are you giving people buy signals? You're going to lose the money. Why a buy signal when it's hitting a major level of resistance? They're here. This is a rally. We can see those Fibonacci levels too. So, hey, but that's what everybody else does. I'm interested in telling people what I'm doing and delivering the results with verifiable evidence as well. So I don't just talk about and teach people about trading. I actually, this is me doing it with live real money, and and actually just proving that anything is possible. Okay, so all that's left to say is good luck with trading. If you've got any questions, let me know. If you like the video, please like the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel before, please do so. I do have a Facebook community as well, and I've also said, in somewhere in here, if you want to come on one of the webinars, then please do so, and I'll go into even more stuff with you. Website is just being revamped at the moment, so don't check on the website at the moment. It should be up and running. Today is the 12th of July, but it should be up and running within the next week or so. So look out for that as well. Okay, take care. Happy trading.